Alrighty. We're going to start this. If it actually, there we go. I was like, you better, let's turn down the, okay, you can't do the, music volume. Well, that's a little disappointing. So, we might have to turn down the audio a little bit. Hopefully that'll be fine. Subtitles on. Yep. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to get into with this game because the last game was a little on the difficult side. Mainly because you were writing in your own questions. So, I guess we'll see how well this goes. Dang. It's definitely, need to turn down the volume of my own thing. There we go. Try not to...
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
Chizui.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut.
Am I Sam or is he Sam? I guess if I'm using a question like, who are you? Then he is not Sam and I am Sam? Sam I am.
Exactly. Rewind.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut. You know why you're here, don't you?
No.
The dead girl. And this. What exactly were you thinking? You have one job. Don't get caught. Do you think you can do that this time?
I never promised anything like that. I'm horrible at being stealthy. But I guess we'll let me let's go to the editor over here and let's move oh let's give it this. Let's do this. Then move me. Because of my green screen. I'm not sure if that'll come in handy later, but I'm not sure what that Sam thing is meant for. Actually, I don't think I can be I'll probably get caught a lot, but we're gonna try.
It's a rhetorical question. You're going to a town called August. Find Chief DuPont. He's gonna think you're someone else. This person. This is who you are now. Understood?
If I could see and like look over it. But I guess yes.
Splendid. If someone so much as sniffs that you're different, you'll be deprecated.
Deprecated.
We expect you to use your ability. Just don't get caught. And never, ever change into a child.
In brighter news, August resident Mia French is celebrating the return of her missing pooch, Barley. The 8-month-old Basset Hound puppy was found outside Daryl's Chicken and Ribs.
And that's 5 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
I'm Violet. Welcome to the guest house. There are some rules. In particular, no shoes in the guest house. The carpets are priceless. Now, how long are you staying for?
How long do you want me to stay? I'm not sure. As long as it takes sounds, I don't know, cliche. So I'm not sure.
That's fine. It's yours for as long as you want it. There's not been many visitors of late. Perhaps the murder will bring some tourists in.
That's a good person. Always hoping bad stuff will bring in more visitors.
It's just you and some tarot readers at the moment. It's deathly quiet.
The murder?
Yes, the murder. You haven't spoken to the chief yet, have you?
Chief?
Chief DuPont. He's the one who booked the room for you. You look lost. You should probably go and speak to the chief. Your room is just down the hall, last on the left. It has its own back door. The chief said that's the way you'd like it.
Whoa.
Just finishing.
That's a little bit forward. Why do I feel like Harry Potter, where like I should know all this stuff, but I'm like, Chief? Murder? I'm like, just like Harry Potter. It's like he's like the most famous wizard in the world, and he doesn't even bother to ever check any book about his past, or even like or is even interested in the overall idea that he is in this whole new amazing world, and he just doesn't care. He's like, pick up a book, predicting the future.
You don't believe?
I don't. No.
That's okay. Sometimes life is just a stream of coincidences. Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Because I think even people that do tarot don't even believe they're actually predicting the future. They are, I think most of them are just pointing to a possible outcome that might arise. And that's about it, I think. Brian, pleased to meet you. I am Sam.
Pleased to meet you, Sam. If you'd like a reading.
Sure.
So, what's your question, Sam?
Are you guilty?
Oh. The Page of Cups. It suggests I'm innocent of whatever it is I'm being accused of. I'm going to be seeing a lot more of you, aren't I, Sam? I'm in room 1 and that's down the hall. Lorraine's in 2, Lexi's in 3. And which room are you in, Sam?
I'd rather not say.
Mysterious. But I know you're in room 4, Sam. Don't do anything I wouldn't do in there.
Yeah, what a nice guy. It was a practice
Hey,
that was
Decker.
thought of a surgery at the time, but it never really ended well. I mean, that's kind of quite a literal broken heart that we see there.
I can imagine.
Poe's curiosity shop is now closed.
Decker.
Dreams
And nightmares.
with Poe and Monroe. Okay, so we've heard from Alex, and Alex has said that they have the same dream every night. Now, it's a woman lying in a lake with her eyes closed and her black hair streaming beneath the surface. She must be dead. No one can breathe that long underwater. Then she opens her eyes, and I realize it's not her that's underwater. I mean, this one sounds quite dark and complex, Alex, so we really thank you for sharing this with us. Now, Poe, do you have any ideas what this might represent?
The closing of the eyes. I mean, that's interesting. So she wants to. At least the person she's observing in the dream is not or does not want to face the world. And then when she opens her eyes, it's not her. So it's almost the person who's dreaming is trying to project onto the other person that they're closing themselves off from the world, perhaps, but then they're realizing they're doing it themselves.
You know, Poe, I think you're actually getting a lot better at this.
Thank you very much.
So, obviously, once again, Alex, thank you very much for sharing this one with us. I would love to talk about this one in further detail because actually it's dealing with something that's quite emotional because the imagery of the lake actually it relates to your emotional state of mind. And now the black hair in this dream actually also relates to the repression of emotion. And then the drowning actually relates to emotional stress. So if I'm honest, Alex, and I hope you're listening to me now, I believe that perhaps something is weighing heavily on your mind, and perhaps it's a secret about someone else that you have. Perhaps it's something that you share, and it's something that you have in common. And obviously, as we know, repression of emotion can be quite bad for the soul. So I really hope that, Alex, that you find someone to reach out to. But thank you again for sharing with us.
Oh, I'm so impressed again, Monroe. You're so observant.
I try.
Hopefully, this lady can take something from this.
Thank you for your dreams.
You're listening to Radio August, Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
Nightmares by Angela Atkins.
Go to my room since I've just got here, so I feel like I should go to my room. I don't know why I would call a cab just yet. Was that somebody in my room? Thought I saw like a shoulder in the mirror. money on how to shift if I was going to shift.
Everything in my head was screaming for me to go.
I guess we're going to be hailing a cab.
No one saw me. No one knew I even went for a drive. I could just run.
Is it Chief?
Good, you got my message.
Hey!
Inspector DuPont. I wasn't sure you'd come, but I suppose you're between jobs?
I don't know, Jinx. I'm Sam.
Well, we both know that's not true. But I like it. Sam. That's your cover now. So, the job. Dorota Shaw. 21, accomplished cellist, redhead. Strangled. I know who did it, but I need proof. It's the tarot readers. Yes. Keep up, Sam. That's the girl who was murdered.
Oh, why the tarot readers?
Because they predicted it. The older one, Bronwyn, she came into my office last night talking all crazy and saying Dorota was in trouble. I did my best not to lock her up.
What if... I know it's rare, probably, but what if they just actually did predict the future with some tarot cards? Because I already know that's how it's going to go. What if it's you?
It all sounded crazy to me. Tarot, the spirit world, cards that move, trans-dimensional thingamajigs. To be honest, I thought she'd probably been smoking something, and that's why I didn't take it seriously.
I hope you're not the murderer, Jinx. Why isn't she in jail? Obviously, because he didn't get enough information.
Because things. I don't have enough on her. That's where you come in. The free guest house, though, isn't free. I need you to work the case and report back to me. Find out things from the inside. Can you do it?
I'll try.
Okay. I'll be telling everyone that you've been hired by the Shaws because obviously local law enforcement is either too incompetent or too overworked to solve anything. That gives you a license to talk to people, but only notionally. Don't actually touch people or annoy them. You don't have any real authority, understand? But you help me out, I'll help you.
Where's my badge and gun? Help me out.
Do I have to spell it out? I'll make your problem go away, or at least sink it to the bottom of a pile of paperwork.
What's my problem?
Your old town? Problem?
What problem?
Find me when you're settled. This is Second Chance Sunday for you, Sam. Blow it.
But what problem? Yeah, see? We don't trust Jinx. Tell me about Dorota.
What do you want to know? She was a cellist, selected for a scholarship at Juilliard. It was in the local paper. I'm more of a Bon Jovi fan myself.
You're not a Bon Jovi fan, Jinx. When was she killed?
Don't read the paper, do you? Yesterday, Monday the 9th, at approximately 9 p.m, according to the coroner. We got a call from the mother just after 10 p.m.
Where was Dorota killed?
In her bedroom. She was naked. Strangled. No signs of sexual activity of any kind. It was a weird scene to look at. There was one thing, but it's strictly between you and me. Dorota had a gold coin in her mouth. I'm being serious now, Sam. Not a word of this. It's the one thing only the killer would know.
What can you tell me about Violet?
Born here, runs the local guest house. Lovely lady. Where are you going with this, Sam? What's she told you?
Nothing.
She told you she's taking pills, didn't she? Let me handle Violet. She didn't kill anyone.
No. I definitely want to handle Violet myself. Do we have an alibi for last night? What do we know?
Do I have an alibi for last night? Do I?
Yeah.
Okay. I was here, and there are video monitors that will prove it. Thanks for ruling me out, genius.
Well, I... Mm. I want to trust Jenks, but I figured they might go on a completely different route from contradiction. What do we know? And when did the tarot card readers, when did they go to him type of thing?
Not much. Perhaps you should do some investigating?
What do we know?
Not much. Perhaps you should do some investigating?
I pulled myself to my feet and headed towards the door, ready to show the officers my car and prove that it wasn't real, just a vivid dream. But my stomach dropped as I opened the door.
So
It had only been moments since I'd made the call.
I'm hoping
There was no way they made it out
stuff
of
will
my
start
house.
showing up, like a menu of some sort that I can
watched them walk up the driveway
revert back to.
and see their mouths moving.
Because otherwise,
But it
this
takes
might be
while to hear what they're saying.
a difficult game
Do you
to
understand?
get around.
I assume you've been to see Chief DuPont already.
I have now. Do you know Dorota? Who are the other guests? What were you doing last night? Chief DuPont said you're taking pills. What for? Yeah, let's dig in before we start talking about pills.
Not really. I'm sure she was a precious lamb, though.
Ooh. She was a lamb.
Yes, a lamb. Young. Innocent. Lambs get slaughtered, though, don't they?
Oh. So Dorota was nice.
Nice, yes, that's a good description. Actually, I thought she was a bit slutty, to be honest. Sorry. I'm gossiping. I don't want to talk ill of the dead. Ask her boyfriend.
Why would her... Maybe they had issues.
Oscar lives at the vicarage next to the church. Don't tell him I sent you, though. I'm sure he's sick of seeing people already.
Where are the other guests?
They're tarot readers. I'm thinking of asking them to leave, actually.
Why do you want them to leave?
Because they may have killed someone. It's not great for my reputation, is it? Stay at Violet's, the home of killers and hobos.
Hobos?
I'm sorry, it's a derogatory word, isn't it? But strange people seem to gravitate towards this guest house, Sam. I think I'll get the sign changed.
Oh yeah, yes. What were you doing last night?
It's the strangest thing. I honestly don't remember.
Oh, you can't remember in this game either?
But I imagine I was here or getting groceries somewhere.
You weren't waking up on the beach naked? Have you ever been at Dorota's house?
I've driven by it, never actually been in it.
Chief DuPont said you're taking pills. What for?
I take clozapine. I think they're for anxiety. I'm a very anxious person.
You think they're for anxiety, so you just take this pill when you don't even know what the heck you're doing? Clozapine's for schizophrenia, isn't it?
I don't know, Dr. Sam, you tell me.
Ooh, little testy.
And string these things together.
Well, you weren't far off, I'll be honest, Poe, but,
Sam, is it I'm sensing you're not here for a reading.
You're correct.
Chief Dupont thinks I did it. I'm hoping you'll convince him otherwise.
Why do I need to convince him?
All I'm asking is that you dig a little deeper than the chief. I had nothing to do with Dorota's death.
Except you predicted her murder.
We saw danger in the cards and we tried to stop it. Trust me, Sam, we're on the same team.
How did you
We
predict the
saw it
murder?
in the cards, not images, feelings, impressions. Tarot can be very powerful.
Can you ask who the killer is?
Not these cards. They only tell us what they want us to know.
Where were you at 9 p.m. last night?
In my room, reading. I found a trashy romance novel under the bed. I'm assuming it's Violet's. It's all swooning heroines and brooding vampire Casanovas. Thank God Lexi saved me.
Saved you?
She came to my room to chat for a little while. That was around 9, I think. You can ask her.
Well, this is presuming. It doesn't mean just because it's a trashy novel, which I think is what she said, that doesn't mean you think that person is trashy because she reads trashy novels.
I said the book was trashy.
Exactly.
Look at this place. If her guest house is anything to go by, Violet's the opposite of trashy.
Okay, so please explain to the listeners what the object is that you are holding.
I mean, it's very, very heavy.
You must be a new guest. Or you're burglaring us. I'm Rain, by the way.
I'm Sam.
Pleased to meet you, Sam. Enjoy your stay. The hot water goes off at 9, by the way. So it's cold showers from there on in. It really bugs me.
Bugs you enough to kill somebody? What do you know?
I didn't know her. I know she was called Dorota Shaw. She was young, had red hair, a talented musician.
Those are opinions. Well, the talented musician part. Having red hair, that's either a fact or it's not. What are you pointing out? You're a Christian, so it doesn't matter? You didn't kill anybody because you're a Christian? That means you're definitely killer. Who's the next victim? Do you have any connection with Dorota at all?
Next victim? Whoa! Hold on a sec. We don't even know if there's going to be a next victim or not. We'll do another group reading soon, and then we'll have a better idea.
How did you predict the murder?
We did a reading. A group reading, actually. With a special tarot deck.
Special? What's a group reading?
The three of us get together and read the same cards. Bronwyn says it makes the whole thing stronger or more powerful or something. But I'm pretty sure I'd get the same answers just on my own.
No, I don't think so. Tell me about the special tarot deck.
Mercury? It's not exactly from here. With a normal tarot deck, you'd have the question, so you'd be the querent. With Mercury, it gives you the question and the answer. The cards themselves. Special deck.
Oh. There was a glitch. Can I see the Mercury tarot?
I don't have it at the moment. Bronwyn has it.
What were you doing last night?
I was in my room. Praying, actually. I don't believe in God, but I was still praying. It didn't work.
What do you believe in?
I don't believe in anything. But I also believe anything is possible, so... it's a conundrum.
Well, you obviously believe in tarot cards.
I was close, but your explanation is so much nicer.
Thank you for your dreams.
Welcome to Poe's Curiosity Shop.
Hi, Sam, is it? Come on in, make yourself at home. Mi casa es su casa. Come on.
Did you know Dorota?
I don't know anyone in this town, except for Bronwyn and Rain, obviously, and Violet, and the Chief, and now you. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous.
Why are you nervous? How did you know she was going to die?
Good old-fashioned fortune-telling. Well, kind of. We drew a card each and smushed them all together. Do you know what the most dangerous tarot card is?
Death doesn't necessarily mean death. It could be stand for new beginnings. All cards can have a positive vibe to it, so I'm just gonna say the Happy Squirrel.
You've done your research. The happy squirrel is vague and mysterious, but not evil.
So what is the most dangerous tarot card?
The Five of Swords. I think so anyway. There's nothing more dangerous than someone taking whatever they want no matter the cost.
You drew the Five of Swords for Dorota.
Yeah, I did. Rain got the Knight of Wands, that's Dorota, and Bronwyn got the Ten of Swords, which is, well, you know, swords in general are bad.
How well do you know that name?
She's like my big sister, so pretty well.
Do you think she killed Dorota?
No.
Why'd you come to August?
The cards told us to. Well, the cards of Rain. Tarot gives us a rough direction and he narrows it down with some astrological jiggery pokery. He's basically a walking esoteric library. And if that sounds dull, let me reassure you, it is.
Dang it. I just realized my face is... So, maybe if we... right here? Will be better? Alright. You do whatever the cards tell you?
No. Well, yeah. Well, no. We have a job to do.
Well, somebody got a card where you just did... So, wouldn't that person be... the job?
I didn't say job. I said job.
Yeah.
Okay. We make a cheese obelisk, a chob, and depending on the shape of that chob, we get different answers to questions.
Oh, you're full of shit. I know you're lying.
No, you don't.
What were you doing last night?
I was in my room all night with Bronwyn. We were painting our nails.
Can I see your nails?
No, I mean, yeah, I've already cleaned it off.
Oh, wow.
Contagion by Ashley Van Hesteren. Read by Adam Day. The demon really did.
Can I see the Mercury Tarot?
Mercury? Sure. I'll just get it. It feels a bit sacrilegious just spreading it out to show you. It doesn't really answer questions, it more asks them. Do you want it to ask you a question, Sam?
No.
There's nothing particularly special about it, apart from where it's from, what it does, and how it behaves.
Nearly empty house, the field of stones.
Can I? Oh, dang it.
No to be pushed down. She was young.
Oh, he's not gonna.
It took
Man, I messed
time
that
for
one
her
up.
fall.
Oh.
Would be a tidal wave to feast upon, and this demon was nothing if not patient. ever present.
Let's go to my room, see what
Find
happens.
somewhere safe to transition. You're not a superhero.
Oh, okay. So I can then. I I don't want to do anything right now.
They cut her strings and fly. There was a process.
It's 6 o'clock, and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe?
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival?
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Keep investigating.
Till she got to her lonely, nearly empty home every night.
What do we know?
Pains me to think that I was even on the list, but I'm ruled out because we have video footage of me in the station at the time of the murder. Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Bronwyn and Lexi say they were in the same room last night. Shame they can't agree which one. The tarot readers have mentioned a job. We don't know what. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, and you found out she's taking pills. Perhaps they're related. That's it.
Okay. Let's go back.
Pains me to think that I was even on the list, but I'm ruled out because we have video footage of me in the station at the time of the murder. Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Bronwyn and Lexi say they were in the same room last night.
Yes.
Shame they can't agree which one. The tarot readers have mentioned a job. We don't know what. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, and you found out she's taking pills. Perhaps they're related. That's it.
Alright, so let's go back.
Never get it right on the first try.
Let's visit the guest house.
Her red hair fanned out around her pillow as she laid back.
Going to go to my room. Let's be her.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
Alright, let's leave.
What's it matter anyway? Yeah.
I'm Bronwyn.
It'll be over.
Ron, are you okay?
I'm not okay. I'm okay.
Well, if you're worried, I should be worried. Why are you worried? Should I be worried?
Are you worried?
Only if you are. This could go on in circles for a while. Let's just keep cool and stay in our rooms.
Or try it at least. And the demon was...
Do rain.
Ron, something doesn't feel right. I don't know what exactly, but it's not right.
Thoughts on Dorota?
Well, it's hard to say with just one victim. Musical talent, red hair. If there's another, there will be a pattern. Do you think it's another right?
A right?
As in the same thing we were chasing after in Birmingham? I suppose it doesn't really matter. Just have to try and stop it.
Stop it?
Yes, stop it. If it's a traveller killing things.
Traveller?
That's going to be questioning too much.
If it follows the same pattern as Birmingham, we're looking at 2 more victims.
Told her tragic story, painted the town red with her hair and her blood.
Is there something I can help with, Miss Castle?
I hope we're not being too much trouble.
It's very brave of you to tell the chief that Dorota would be murdered and then stick around afterwards. I'd have run for sure.
You strike me as someone braver than that. Why would I run?
You're prime suspect, aren't you? You look strong enough to strangle another woman. Even if you're innocent, a jury would probably convict you.
You look strong enough to strangle another woman too. Even if
My mind's not made up. I just don't understand why you'd broadcast your victim before you did it.
Sister, there was nothing here.
Alright,
Little
so
lying goes a long way after the virus.
go back to my room. I think it's actually cool you can be Jinx. That's...
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Leave.
Soul to bear, tore him apart and drowned with him, tangled together in the...
What's up, Lexi? I'm sensing something's on your mind.
I'm worried about our alibi.
Don't worry about that. We don't have anything to hide. You're just fine.
Do you think Sam suspects?
Maybe, but it'll be difficult to prove.
Street, past the bridge, past the empty house, to the forest.
Something's weird, isn't it? Ron seems strange today.
How are you?
Do you think Bronwyn might get falsely imprisoned? It happens all the time.
Are you looking to take over?
No. I'm just worried.
Landing at the heads of graves in the field of stones. Unstoppable, relentless waves
So I
eroding
can't go to
people
Lexi's.
on shore until only the
That's at
sound
least good.
remains.
Hello, Lexi. What can I do for you?
Boy.
Please don't ask us to leave.
Have you been speaking to Sam? You're safe for the minute.
That sounds ominous.
If one of your crew did murder Dorota, you can't really stay here, can you?
The police want alibis from everyone for last night.
Well, I don't have one. I literally can't remember what I was doing.
Seen anything like this.
See,
So,
you,
it feels heavy again.
even that's pretty, like, ballsy move to not have an alibi at all.
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain.
Functional wooden bell.
Yeah, but it's heavy, like really heavy.
What say is
Ew.
in fact an Egyptian maul, which was used by craftsmen to carve temples.
Have you met the new detective yet? We're basically under 24-hour surveillance now.
Do you think Sam's onto us?
Onto what exactly?
The real reason we're here?
What we did last night, our role in the murder.
Our role?
We just predicted murder. It's a prophecy, not a to-do list. I don't want to look like we're hiding something, but at the same time,
We're hiding something?
we're being cautious. We said one thing to the chief and look where that got us now. I don't think August is ready for any more strange.
Ivan was woken by the crowing of his cat.
Rain, I'm so worried about Bronwyn. What are we going to do?
Why are you worried about Bronwyn?
The chief thinks she killed Dorota.
Maybe she did kill Dorota.
That's not even funny, Rain. Bronwyn's the least murdery person we know. Okay, let's say she did do it. What possible reason could she have for killing Dorota?
Psychopathic tendencies? Crime of passion?
Better looking.
Maybe. Maybe Bronwyn and Dorota were secretly lovers. And Bronwyn found out that Dorota was seeing someone else and killed her in a jealous fit of rage. Or maybe that's just another one of your twisted late night fantasies, in which case, leave me out of it.
Oh, he's got twisted fantasies.
He hoped it was a mouse or a vole. At least they were always dead. He'd had.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
It was bigger than her body, yet she still picked it up.
You don't trust me, do you, Violet? Is it because I read tarot? Why don't you let me pull a card for you?
No, thank you. Okay.
Okay.
Great. What do you want to know about?
The murder.
Interesting choice. So do the cards. 8 of Wands. Everything's happening all at once. We have to act fast, or at least someone does.
Did you sleep well last night?
Yes, thank you.
I didn't see you yesterday evening.
I stayed in my room. You can ask Lexi. That reminds me, I think I found a book of yours. It's called He Came Through the Shadows.
What makes you think it's...
Your name's written on the inside cover.
Her eyes fixed on him. Waiting for what? He crouched down.
Mrs. Gallagher, an unexpected pleasure.
How long are you planning to be here?
In town? I really don't know. Until the tarot tells us to leave, or you kick us out, obviously.
How did you know Dorota was going to die? Why do you think the police suspect Bronwyn?
We didn't know she was definitely going to die, only that she was definitely in danger of dying. Tarot cards can tell you a lot when you know what you're looking for.
Vision. He stroked the kitten with the side of his finger. Don't move, okay? Just don't try to move.
Hello, Violet. Is everything okay? Ignore the mess. I was just going to tidy it up.
Did you have a pleasant evening last night?
Great, thanks. The room's really lovely.
But you weren't in this room, were you? I didn't see you...
Oh no, was I sleepwalking again? I haven't done that since... for ages. I didn't come into your room, did I?
No.
Oh, thank God. I'll try not to let it happen again.
But she said, see, this is the confusing thing. You are apparently getting your nails done. And if you weren't in this room, then you were in her room. She did say that she was in her room reading the book. But yeah, so.
Hungrily. Ivan pushed her away. Not for you, Uni. He just needed a moment.
That's all of them. So, let's.
Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Or Jinx, as I'm known.
Its floppy body barely as big as his palms.
Who knows whether you've made the right decision or not, Claude?
How's Bronwyn been?
What were you doing last night?
Claude, we've been through this. I honestly don't remember. I checked my diary and there's no entry, so I was probably here, as always.
How can you not remember, Violet?
I don't know. Which is exactly what I said in my statement. Don't try and get me to contradict myself.
How's Bronwyn been?
Overly nice. She's covering her tracks well if she has anything to hide.
What was it I asked you to do again?
You just told me to report back to you if I noticed anything suspicious. Good grief, Claude. You're a bit young to be losing your marbles already.
Tearing the kitten's skin. Thanks, babe, she said.
Chief DuPont, what a pleasant surprise. I think we've covered just about everything twice over, but if you think I'm hiding something...
Who are you really,
Bronwyn Castle.
Does it bother you, Chief DuPont, knowing there are things in this world that aren't black and white? You don't know what to file me under, and that makes you uncomfortable. Or perhaps you've already made up your mind about me. Why don't you tell me who you think I am?
You're a con artist.
Yeah,
I haven't asked anyone for a penny.
It said, Mother was right. You are fat.
And as a tarot reader, that's how you should do it.
You need her.
So, she's at least doing that correctly.
She really did. She started.
Good evening, Chief Dupont.
Dorota's family. What does the tarot say about them?
Dorota's family. What does the tarot say about them?
Bronwyn never been arrested?
I can do a reading if you want.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is this the Mercury deck, though?
It's the Five of Cups. It talks about loss and dealing with that loss. I don't think you need a tarot reader to interpret that one.
Bronwyn never been arrested?
Not since I've met her. She's a lawful good type character. If you play D&D.
I do!
Lexi ever been in trouble with the police?
No. Not to my knowledge. She's sweet and innocent. Or haven't you picked up on that yet?
Oh, she's definitely a liar.
Proved one thing. Penn still needed her mother.
Chief Inspector, you gave me a shock. What is it? What have I done?
Boy, you're definitely on the defensive.
She's an Aquarius. Her favourite colour is green. What else do you need to know?
Is she your leader?
Has she killed before?
Are you prepared to go to jail for her?
That's the question.
Jail? What for? I haven't done anything wrong.
I don't need a reason.
I'll aim abet Bronwyn to the day I die, but she's not a criminal.
What were you doing last night? Why are you here in August? What were you doing? Why?
Nothing. I mean, I was here all night. This cat's on her. Bron can vouch for me.
Why are you here in?
Well, it's not for the nightlife, I can tell you that. This is where the cards told us to go. I guess you could call it destiny.
Do you know anyone here? What's wrong?
No, I can honestly swear I don't know any Augustives? Augustonians? Augustins until we got here.
Away, like an attic mouse she foolishly dreamed of keeping. In truth,
Let's go to my room and let's return to Sam. And now we get to ask all these people
breadcrumb from the kitchen counter. The
questions. What? I can't ask any more questions even though I know more information?
Thinner than she'd ever been.
I better be able to.
That to make her tender. Just thin skin. After a while, not even that.
Like,
Monroe. The sprinklers hissed down.
Tune radio.
I crawled.
Leave. Let's hail a cab. Let's visit the chief. Violet says her statement's in your office.
It is, and that's where it's staying. You don't need to see it, Sam. Violet can get confused at times. Just keep doing what you're doing and we'll get along fine.
That's disturbing.
Pains me to think that I was even on the list, but I'm ruled out because we have video footage of me in the station at the time of the murder. Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Bronwyn and Lexi say they were in the same room last night. Shame they can't agree which one. The tarot readers have mentioned a job. We don't know what. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, and you found out she's taking pills. Perhaps they're related. That's it.
Alright. Let's go to the next chapter then.
It's 6 o'clock, and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe?
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival?
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
That's confusing. Let's... Okay, now, okay. We're on to different stuff now. This is Oscar.
Who are you?
I'm a shapeshifting detective. I'm Sam. The Shaws hired me to investigate the murder.
Right, because the local police are so rubbish. It's been a day, a whole day. It's typical of them.
Did you see Dorota yesterday?
Yeah, I went round there in the afternoon. Her parents were at work, and we were, you know, hanging out. I left at about 5.
Where were you at 9 p.m. last night?
Playing football. It was just 5-a-side. Finished at about 9:30. I called her, but she never picked up.
What can you tell me about Dorota's parents?
Not much. They always seemed happy to see me. I don't think they meant it. They wanted Dorota to focus on her music.
How long were you dating Dorota?
Not long, a couple of months maybe. We did care for each other.
I heard she was slutty. Any idea who would do this to her? Was she seeing anybody else? There's the one.
No. Why?
Violet at the guest house called her slutty.
Violet Gallagher? What's it got to do with her?
Bitch.
Mind you, it's not exactly damning, coming from someone as frigid as her.
You don't like her?
I don't really have anything to do with her. Don't like her now.
Is it possible the killer was hiding in Dorota's room?
What, you mean watching us? That's disturbing. No, it couldn't have been. The only place he could have hidden would be in the closet, and I suppose someone could have hidden in the closet.
Must be a big closet. Have you hidden there before?
Not hidden. Well, she liked it. Liked me to watch. Not other guys. Just, she had these, you know, voyeur fantasies.
Describe the fantasies.
She'd ask me to hide in the upstairs closet. And then she'd walk in and strip off. Start touching herself. She got upset if I came out before she'd finished. I'm sorry, is this helping with the investigation?
Definitely. What was in the closet?
Clothes, mainly. I did see something that freaked me out a bit. She had a wedding dress in there. She knew I'd seen it, but we never talked about it. Not even as a joke.
Alright, it's time to visit the guest house then. Do you think Oscar killed Dorota?
Vicar's son? No, as far as I can tell, Oscar is a good boy. But we've all got different faces now, haven't we, Sam?
Different faces?
The masks we wear. I could be a satanic cultist behind closed doors, but you'd never know, would you, Sam?
Why would someone kill Dorota?
She flaunts herself. Her body. Had boudoir photographs taken. Who do you think those photos were for, Sam? Her mother?
What are you doing with your sleeves? Just rolling them up? Sounds like you know a lot about Dorota.
Not really, just gossip. Apparently she went to have some portrait photos done and started stripping off. Weston's photographic. Zach Weston. He'll get himself into trouble one of these days.
Why trouble?
If you keep taking pictures of pretty girls in their underwear, somebody's going to get upset.
Tell me about Zach Weston.
Zach's the local photographer. You should go and talk to him, Sam. You're good at talking.
And other things? You know where he is?
At Weston's photographic? Off the high road? It's late, but he's always there.
How do you know that? Am I supposed to know where he is?
I have a good memory. I'm still holding grudges from when I was 4.
Yeah, you just can't remember last night. Lexi says she was in her room last night, not yours.
Oh, she gets easily confused. Youth of today.
Tell me the truth.
Fine. Jeeve Dupont was breathing down her neck, so we thought it would be simpler if we stuck together. If these walls weren't separating our rooms, then technically it'd be true.
Why'd you lie about the alibi?
To protect Lexi. None of this is her fault, and she gets anxious easily. I was just trying to take the pressure off. I'm sorry, Sam. I never usually lie.
What were you doing in your room?
I was logged into Tarotasm. It's a phone reading service, and I get paid by the minute. Which, now that I'm saying it, it's not something I really should be bragging about.
Did you know Dorota's boyfriend? What about the book? You said you were reading a book. Now you're not reading a book? Now you're on some tarot site thing?
Yes, he came to see me. He wanted to know that she was okay, spiritually speaking.
Did he tell you anything about Dorota? You contacted Dorota's spirit?
No, I wouldn't know how. I'm a tarot reader, not a medium. Maybe I should have pretended, though. Made up some fake message from her to give him some comfort.
Why didn't you make up a fake message?
You lie once, and you just have to keep going, don't you?
I don't know. Do you?
Sam, what can I do for you?
How did you get Dorota's name from the tarot? Lexi mentioned you are here to do a job. Where were you before August?
We didn't. Lexi used a Ouija board to get the name.
A Ouija board? So the tarot didn't tell you?
It kinda did. It's hard getting an exact name out of 78 cards. But considering we'd never heard of Dorota Shaw, it painted a pretty good picture otherwise.
Couldn't you use the Ouija on its own?
No. Lexi needs to give it context from the tarot reading. A lot of the time it comes up with nothing. Or a sordid comment directed at Lexi. I think that's why she keeps using it, to be honest.
Tell me more about the Ouija board. Lexi mentioned you're here to do a job.
Once we thought there was going to be a murder, Lexi used the Ouija board to find out the victim's name. It spelled out the rota.
How does it work?
Just... This is going to sound weird. Most people believe Ouija boards contact the dead. So if Lexi contacts a dead person, that person needs to know what happens in the future. Ergo, maybe the person she's contacting is from the future. A time traveler who died here.
Time travel is real?
Yes. Well, not just time travel, time and space travel is also possible. If we accept the fact there are multiple realities, we must also accept there are others like us who found a way to travel between these realities.
Lexi mentioned you were here to do a job.
We're trying to save people.
It's not working.
I said we're trying. We have a gift. We have Mercury, the tarot. It tells us where bad things are going to happen, and we try and stop them.
Where were you before August?
Birmingham. We couldn't save anyone there either. The problem with travellers is... Well, let's put a pin in this one, Sam.
Birmingham, travelers?
Let me ask Bronwyn. If she says it's okay to talk about it, it's okay to talk about it.
And that's when I go to him as her, and say, yeah, you can talk about it.
Hi Sam, back for more already?
What do you mean, back for it already? Did you know Dorota's boyfriend? Why did you lie about your alibi? Tell me about your Ouija board. Tell me about the traveler.
No, I think Bronwyn met him though.
What for?
You'd have to ask her, or him. It's not my place to say.
Why'd you lie about your alibi?
I didn't. How did you find out? Am I in trouble?
Yes, it's obstruction of justice. That depends on why you lied.
It was only a little white lie, nothing else. It wasn't even that much of a lie. We're both here, in the guest house. We just happen to be in different rooms.
Got any proof?
If I had proof, Ron wouldn't have made this all up. I'm sorry, Sam, I really am. I know how this must look, but I couldn't kill anything, honest.
Tell me about your Ouija board.
Oh, it's just your run-of-the-mill spirit communication device. Want to know how it works?
Oh, I know how it works. Let's hear it.
Cool, okay. So Ouija boards send us messages from the spirit world, right? But where is the spirit world? I mean, there's planets and stars and space. The spirit world must be really far away beyond all that.
Go on.
We're so far to travel, messages from the spirit world must take ages to get here. Like how light from the sun takes 8 minutes or something to reach us. You still with me?
Yeah. Yes, but I wishing I wasn't hooked on your every word.
Oh, you're sweet. Where was I? Oh, so here's my point. The spirit world is actually several hours ahead of us. That's how we get messages about things that haven't happened yet. That's how we got Dorota's name. Because in the spirit world,
she was already dead. Crazy. Wow.
I know. Mind-blowing.
Tell me about the Traveler.
Traveler? That's a really old role-playing game, isn't it?
Yeah. Rain told me all about it.
Oh, did he now? Well then, you know what I know. I guess you must be a part of our inner circle. How does it feel?
Feels good.
Cheeky? Are you flirting with me?
Yes.
Oh dear, am I blushing again? There's a murder to solve. Maybe you should do that first, then me. No, not like that.
I'm going for Violet though. So then I go I've done everybody now. I definitely know I can go to my room.
Your ability isn't endless. It will run out at some point.
What? That's not cool. I'll change into her.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
It better not run out. So now I leave. I go to talk with Rain.
You can tell Sam about Birmingham. What did you tell the police you were doing last night?
I told them the truth, that I was in my room. I'm not sure if they can fact check it, but it's the only alibi I've got. Kind of wish we'd all stuck together now.
When should we do another reading? The police think it's me, don't they?
You already told us. 8 o'clock. Ron, are you okay?
You can tell Sam about...
Well, what can I tell Sam that you haven't already?
You know Sam likes a fact check.
I don't really know Sam. But if you're sure, then I guess I'm sure.
Lexi?
Bron, I'm so glad you're here. We need to talk.
Is something wrong?
No one can hear us, right? I mean, I'm assuming this room isn't bugged, although knowing Violet, there's probably cameras everywhere.
You think Violet's a voyeur?
Probably. I don't know. She has that look about her, don't you think? Like she knows something she's not letting on. I wouldn't be surprised if there's cameras hidden in the wardrobe.
What have you got to hide?
Nothing. Though I'd rather she didn't see me dancing around in my underwear. I only do that for people I love.
Do you love me?
Of course I do, Bron. See?
That's not underwear.
That's on film. I hope you enjoyed that, Violet. Listen, we need to talk about our alibi.
What about our alibi?
I know you said it would be better if we said we were together, but lying about your alibi, that's pretty serious. Are you sure it was a good idea?
We should do whatever it takes.
You're acting like we've got something to hide. Bron, is there something you're not telling me? Why'd you ask me to lie? Were you really in your room all night?
Yes.
Then stop with the cloak and dagger stuff, alright?
I'm truly sorry about Dorota. I didn't see you here last night.
What are you implying?
It's just suspicious.
I didn't even know the girl. You predicted her murder. Who's more suspicious?
I'm truly sorry.
I didn't really know her. I saw her pictures in the newspaper. Can't remember what for right now.
Alrighty, so did all that. So let's go back to my room. Let's
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain.
leave. Let's visit Violet.
Ah, Rain, can I help?
About last night,
Was there a problem?
my tap was dripping, but I fixed it. Where were you?
My tap was dripping, but I fixed it. Where were you?
Dripping? Maybe I was in my bedroom. That's out of bounds to you.
Can it not be?
Don't forget the group reading, Ray. By which I mean, if you see Lexi, tell her not to forget the group reading.
What's the plan?
We still don't know what we're dealing with. There's every chance that it could just be a normal human murder.
What if it's not a normal human murder?
Then we have to assume that it's some kind of traveler.
A traveler from where?
From where? From when? We don't even know if it is a traveler yet. Let's just get the group reading done. Maybe then we'll have some answers.
What do you think of Sam?
Oh, I'll totally hit that. Apart from the whole investigating Bronwyn for murder thing, of course. But that's a minor flaw. I can work around it.
I hear Sam likes you too.
Really? Well, you know, I'm not surprised. I am a total babe.
Alright, let's... Oh, now I can be
Hi,
the...
I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
So now I can be the boyfriend. Leave. This is Violet. Gone. Visit Braun?
Dorota had a boyfriend.
Oscar, the guy I met this morning? The one I told you about. Yes.
What did he want?
Answers. Reassurance. Forgiveness.
Do you think he killed her?
Not considering what he asked me to do.
I'll have to look this up. I'm curious if that's the girl also from Contradiction. She looks a lot older though. If it is.
I feel sad for Oscar.
Bronwyn said to stay away from him and the family. We're drawing too much attention to ourselves. We won't be able to finish our job.
Job?
Are you wearing a wire? You know why we're here. Don't make me say it.
Say it.
No. Stop being silly.
Go to my room. Now.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
This is going to be maybe a little bit too...
Oscar Wainwright, what a surprise.
Why did you call
Oscar, I thought you knew about pictures.
What pictures?
The ones where she's wearing very little. Does this not mean anything to you?
No.
Yes, they were for me.
Then, I'm sorry, it's not my place to judge. Open relationships, semi-open relationships, relations in ships.
Wow.
It all makes me feel very old.
Somehow I feel like going to Rain and Lexi will definitely make it look more suspicious. Oh, not in the room. Interesting. Not in the room. Interesting. Time to turn into Jinx.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Or as we all know him as Jinx.
Why is Sam still questioning me? Do I need to bring up Mr. Hedges again?
Yes. Who is?
Who is? Are you threatening me?
I gotta do it like this because I can't be like.
Who is Mr. Hedges?
I should apparently know who Mr. Hedges is, so.
Are you threatening?
I'll do this one.
Excuse me? Of course not. We just agreed that with the meds I'm on, stuff like this might get out. Remember?
What would get out?
You have a recognizable knock, Chief Dupont. I'll remember not to answer next time.
Do you know Dorota's boyfriend?
I've met him once, yes.
Just the once?
Just the once?
Unless I've got a body double walking around, yes. Just the once. We talked in confidence. You'll need to ask him if you want the juicy details.
Visit Rain. Not in here. Alrighty. Visit Lexi. So now, can I hail a cab as...
Chief Dupont, there's been loads of people coming around asking questions. I don't even know half of them.
Crap.
Did Dorota collect coins? Bronwyn is still prime suspect. Did Dorota collect coins?
Not that I know of. She collected thimbles. She said she didn't need any. She had hard calluses on her fingers from all the cello.
Have you looked in Dorota's bedroom?
Hey, how's it going?
Did Dorota have any enemies?
Yeah, I was kind of excited about this, especially with redheads.
Maybe anyone else going for a Juilliard scholarship? But other than that, not really.
Bronwyn is still prime suspect.
I know, I agree. Because she tipped you off. If I manage to get into her room, what am I looking for again?
Anything that ties her to the murder.
You're going to break and enter?
Break and enter.
No, we talked about this. You said I could help, so I'm helping.
Fun fact. Let's go back to the guest house. Now I gotta turn into everybody else. I didn't know I could actually do that. Dang it.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Alright, leave. Let's go talk to Oscar in his house. Oh, I can visit the chief too. Oh. Well, that doesn't help.
Violet.
Sam knows about Mr. Hedges.
I'll handle it, Violet. Just get back to the guest house. Unless something else you need?
Oh. That didn't really help too much. Go to my room.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
I actually wish you could cut that out because I'll be hearing it every time I turn into that character. Visit Oscar.
Didn't expect you to come back. Have you contacted Dorota?
Yes.
Yes. She forgives you.
She says you know who killed her.
She says you know who killed her.
She said what? Why would she say that? She'd never have said that. Why are you lying to me?
I'm probably confused. Sorry.
She said you knew.
I knew. Maybe it's someone I know? Is that what she means?
I'm sorry the police ignored our prediction. Do you get on with Dorota's family?
Not really. Especially not now. They're convinced I got her into the wrong crowd or something. Am I really a bad influence?
Yes.
I don't know. She's the one who wants strips and wants you to watch and not do anything.
Thanks, Bronwyn. I know it's a bit soon, but...
Are you gonna hit on me?
Grab coffee sometime?
Oh, you're such a douche.
Just to chat about things.
Yeah, yeah, uh-huh.
Yes, that would be nice.
Because I'm not... No, that's gonna...
No, thanks.
Because if I say yes, then he's gonna bring it up to her, and you're like, what the hell are you talking about?
Well, if you change your mind, I'll be here. On my own.
Fine. Coffee, some...
No.
I'm sorry the police ignored our prediction.
It's okay, just... How did you know? How did you come up with a name and then... she's gone?
She's not gone. She's waiting to pass.
How could someone even get into Dorota's bedroom?
How could...
The usual way? The front door. Like, it's a townhouse and she's on the 3rd floor. So, other than teleporting or a big ladder, that's the only way.
Miss Castle, more unexpected pleasures.
What did Dorota's boyfriend say about me?
Something about a message you wouldn't deliver? Did you want him to be a special friend? Is that why you killed his girlfriend?
I didn't kill Dorota.
Yeah, let's do this again. Chief, I didn't kill Dorota. I was in my room. Oh, but you can't prove it, Bronwyn. You're going to jail for a long, long time.
Okay, Jinx.
I was nowhere near Dorota last night.
You said you were with another one of the readers. All I'm saying is that Violet didn't recall seeing any of you.
Violet doesn't remember where she was.
She tell you that? She's playing with you to get you to open up.
Dang. I gotta be careful. Get her room.
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain.
Hail a cab. This is Oscar. He's not home. I like how I'm in his house, though. Visit Chief. He's not here either. Okay, so go to my room.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Leave. Hail a cab. Visit Oscar. He's not here. Visit Chief. He's not here. Go to the guest house. And I think I have everybody now. Go to your room. Yeah. Because I did not do him and go to Oscar.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
And I didn't go to Jinx. Hail a cab. Visit Chief.
Oscar? What are you doing here?
I want to help.
I know. We've already talked about this. You said you'd get into Bronwyn Castle's room somehow and have a look around.
Why?
How?
I don't know. Maybe ask if you can go around. Women like vulnerable men.
Do they?
I don't know. Do I look like vulnerable men? Just do whatever you have to, Oscar. I've got to concentrate on some other leads. So, you can go now.
Okay, well, let's see if I can now go to her room. And it says nothing. Okay. So, Go to my room. Return Sam. And leave. Let's see if I can start tagging people with different stuff. I probably can't. It's probably going to be just like it was last time. Oh, okay. Tell me about the Ouija board.
It's Lexi's. I like to think it works the way most metaphysical things work, through energy.
What metaphysical things?
Tarot cards, runes, Ouija boards. They're just devices for asking questions and receiving answers. But energy is what powers them.
Rain. Lexi. You don't want to hit on me some more? Alright, helicab.
It's 7 o'clock, and here's the latest August update. Chief DuPont of August Police is urging residents to be vigilant tonight following the brutal murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Whilst he stresses there is no immediate threat to the community at large, residents should be on the lookout until the killer is in police custody. Miss Shaw was found strangled in her bedroom home last night. Poe, I heard she was found by her mother.
Truly awful. Mother caught me up to all sorts of mischief in my bedroom. Also in the news, emergency services were called to the crossroads at Grange Avenue and Church Street following a collision between two cars. There are no reports of any serious injuries, but you might want to take a different route for now.
Oh no. It's going to be one of those nights, Poe.
Stick with me, doll. I'll keep you safe.
I'm not going anywhere. That's 7 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
We'll do next chapter, because as far as I know, it's not going to be anything else. Alright, let's visit Zach.
Sorry, we're closed. Come back tomorrow or make an appointment online.
Are you Zach Weston?
Yes. What do you want?
I'm working with Chief DuPont. The Shaws hired me.
The Shaws. Oh. You mean that girl who got killed? What was her name? Dorothy?
You've never met Dorota?
I see a lot of faces in my studio, but I'm not good with names. Wait. Dorota, I remember now.
You photographed Dorota? You're friends with Violet Gallagher? Where were you last night?
Here. I'm usually here most nights.
Can anyone confirm that?
Only the roof rats.
You photographed Dorota?
For the August Chronicle. She won some sort of award. I remember her cello. It kept reflecting the flash and ruining the shot.
Interesting. Did she come to the studio?
No, I went to her house, along with the reporter. It's better with these human interest stories to capture them in a natural habitat.
You know where she lived?
If you asked me to drive there without my sat-nav, no.
Was that the only time you met Dorota? You were friends with... Yeah, because...
No, actually, I've been running a special offer on portraits since she came in for a studio session. Wait there.
Oh, we're going to see these pictures.
As you can see, there's photos here. Her on the cello. Now this one's in colour. Beautiful hair. Oh, legs wrapped around. Another one here. Oh, hang on. Do you see what I see?
I'm... The only thing I can see that's a little weird is... But it could be just shadows. You got the right side. Well, I'll just use my mouse. Got this right side here. You can see the wallpaper behind there. And that looks to be like keyboard keys or piano keys. And here you don't have it. But again, it could be the shadow. Anything else I don't see anything. What do you see?
I think she's just a very attractive girl. That's all.
Yeah. Did you take any other pictures of Dorota? You took other pictures of Dorota because this Violet girl said she was like in her underwear and crap.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean.
I don't think I like what you're implying, Detective. Is that all?
You're friends with Violet.
Friends? Yes. I know Violet very well.
So you like the redheads. High five!
Violet takes it very well, actually. I like him like that. With a frosty exterior comes a soft, warm center.
So you're sleeping with her.
I'm sorry, my analogy wasn't explicit enough for you. Yes, we have sex.
And I just leave. Visit Oscar. Do you know Zach Weston?
No? Who's that?
So that's... Okay. So that's why Violet said about pictures in underwear is because she's jealous that that guy was taking pictures of her, just in general. He's a photographer. He took photos of Dorota.
Okay, so this Zach guy was connected to Dorota. Took pictures of her. Were they sleeping together?
I don't know.
You can tell me if she was. I don't care. Look, I mean, if you're going around asking all these questions, if you find out anything like that, I want you to tell me.
I can't discuss the case with you.
She's not a case. She's my girlfriend. Please, if you find out anything at all, let me know. You walk away at the end of all this, but it stays with me for the rest of my life.
Did Dorota show her boudoir? Yeah, boudoir photo?
Boudoir photos?
Yeah, that one.
She sent some private photos to me by phone. Do you mean them?
Can I see them?
Yeah, I'll put them in an album for you. No.
This is for investigative purposes. Visit
If you
the
have
chief.
anything else on Zach Weston, let me know.
Zach was in a studio
That's
last
what
night.
he says, but no one can back him up. He's on my radar now. I think you're supposed to tell me that. If he was taking photos of Dorota, maybe he fell for her? And the feeling wasn't mutual. Artists have muses, apparently. Wish I had one.
Maybe Violet is screwing both of you guys. Zach was taking...
And I'm all for a good boudoir picture, but who are they for? There's definitely a strong connection between those two then.
Maybe they were for someone else.
Well, unless they were for Oscar, I don't know. Unless there's someone else about to come out of the woodwork.
No, because that's just going to go over the same crap. So, back to the guest house. Is it Violet? Let's talk about Zach Weston again.
Do we really have to?
Well, you've been sleeping with him. He says you're in a relationship. He says you're sleeping together.
How vulgar. Yes, I suppose that is what he'd say. But I've never let him lay a finger on me. He says we're in a relationship, but he doesn't act like it.
Why doesn't he act like it?
He thinks he's irresistible to women.
Is he?
No.
Okay, that's creepy. Crap. And I can't change into the girl. It said don't change into kids. So I can't change into a kid.
Sam, look, I can't talk right now. I'm doing phone readings. Gotta pay for a John somehow. Lexi's locked in till 8 too. I can sort you out afterwards, yeah?
Yeah. Visit Rain. Did you know Zach Weston?
I met him yesterday, doing the rounds, looking for reading work. Actually, oh no. He did mention Dorota.
What about Dorota?
He said there was this girl he was planning to meet up with. Said she was alone every Monday night because her parents go to the cinema. Do you know what that means? It was Dorota Shaw.
So, Birmingham.
Fine, Sam. Birmingham. Mercury took us to Birmingham. We didn't know what for. We never really know what for. But we turned up. It started with a girl, Ginny. She was South African. I only mention it because that was its thing.
Its thing?
Yeah. We didn't know at the time, but in hindsight, it was after South African girls. 3 to be exact. The Traveller wanted 3.
Why did the Traveller want 3 victims?
You should ask Bronwyn. She's the one that knows about rights. I just know it normally involves 3, and all 3 share a common attribute.
Red hair for this one. Tell me about the Travelers.
I guess you might call them demons, in as much as they can get inside us. They come from other worlds.
Why demons? They come from other worlds?
Kind of, yeah. Quantum physics is real, didn't you know? There are many universes. In technical terms, a traveller is a trans-dimensional being far more superior to us, in as much as they can choose which reality to hang out in. We just get this one.
Says you.
Yes, disturbingly. It's actually a lot more complicated than that. They choose a reality/universe where they actually evolve to become the person they're possessing. So they jump in a few million years before our timelines intersect.
In simple terms,
they can't just jump into someone. It takes a few hours for that. They make the decision before they travel, which is why we can catch them.
So you think the murderer is a traveler?
Yes, probably. The tarot doesn't just sat-nav us to normal murders.
I'm guessing... What? Ginny's. Okay, this is getting creepy. I like it.
We've got to stop meeting like this. Seriously though, Sam, I'm working. Can't it wait? Just give me to 8, okay?
Now, what's it say here? Ginny's 1. Yeah. So the little girl I seen was Ginny? Okay, this is gonna take a while.
Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Leave. Oh, crap. I got more people now. So it's really wanting me to go to this Ginny place. Visit Violet. It's not letting me talk. Visit. Nope. Am I like stuck in a loop? He really wants me to go to Ginny. Hail a cab. Visit Zach.
Hello. I know you. You're the police chief.
What type? I understand that you knew Dorota Shaw.
We met briefly, yes. I freelanced for the August Chronicle, and they did a story about her.
Was that the first time you met her? The scholarship to Juilliard?
That's right. We exchanged a few pleasantries. I happened to mention my portrait services, so she booked a session with me.
When was that?
A few weeks ago.
What type of...
For the paper. Record shots that any idiot with a phone can take. My studio is where the magic happens. Mainly portraiture, but I dabble in other areas.
I bet
Boudoir
you.
photography?
Dirty pictures.
No. I do have a boudoir set, though. Lots of clients like it. It's all very tasteful and above board.
I'll be looking into it.
You can sleep in it if you want. It's a proper bed. Not sure you'll find anything you're looking for, though.
Let's leave. Let's visit Oscar.
Chief? Again?
Did Dorota have any online friends?
She didn't really use any social networks. Didn't have the time. Mainly just cello.
Go to any clubs or groups?
No, she didn't email much. She checked the messages on her phone. What is it you're looking for?
Anything.
Okay, that makes sense.
Guest house. Let's see what this is. Is this... Okay, that's number 4. And if I do that, yeah, it's just going to go so. I need to go to my room. Oh, they're all missing. Interesting.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Visit Violet.
Zach! What are you doing here? Quick, don't let anyone see you.
Why don't you want anyone to see me? Everyone's talking about Dorota.
I didn't say that. But we both know what Dorota was like. She practically threw herself at you.
She didn't throw herself at me.
The boudoir sessions. Some girls get the wrong idea. I saw how she was looking at you. She wanted it.
You saw the photos?
No, silly. But I saw the photos.
Why don't you want anyone to see me? Everyone's talking about Dorota.
I know. But I suppose people like that attract trouble.
People like what?
That's not funny, Zach. What if Sam heard?
Why don't you want anyone to see me?
What? You're the one who said we shouldn't be seen together. What are you doing here?
I wanted to make sure we were still okay.
What did you do? What did you say to Sam?
Jenny's.
Zach, let me stop you there. You are one creepy fellow. Now, I don't know what you had going on with Dorota, but I don't want anything to do with it. Do not come back here. Please.
Well, that was quick. Okay. I wonder if I can visit. Yeah, let's visit Oscar. Oh, dang. That would have been funny. Nope, he's out too. Guest house. Alright, get in my room. Let's...
Hello, I'm Rain.
I wish I could skip that.
You have a lovely guest house.
It is quaint, isn't it? It's all my parents had when they died. We're literally sitting in my inheritance.
How did your parents die?
Father died first. Heart attack. They found him in the freezer when Mother died. She had a pulmonary embolism. I didn't really talk to them much.
Freezer?
Yes, she kept him in the chest freezer because she didn't want to be alone. Stored him perfectly. Still use it today.
Nope. Okay. And then that probably means I can't do Lexi. Yeah. Helicab. This is Zach.
Rain! I'm surprised to see you here. I take it you know about Dorota already. All that stuff we talked about yesterday, that's strictly between you and me.
What stuff?
That's the spirit. Now, I think it's best if we don't get caught speaking to each other. Overcautious, I'm sure, but I think it's for the best nonetheless. Maybe we can get together for a lad's night out after this is all blown over. Yeah?
Okay.
Great. Well, I'll see you soon.
Interesting. Alright, so we've done that, so we just need to yes. I can't remember if I was him already or not.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Leave. Visit-Rain. Nope. Helicab. Visit Chief. He's not here either. This is Oscar. He's not here either. Then again, that'd be weird.
Well, hello, gorgeous.
Did you hear about Dorota?
Well, that explains why there was no answer when I called you. I was definitely here.
Did you
hear about
Dorota?
Dorota?
Everyone in town's heard. She's a local celebrity now.
Local celebrity? Were you sleeping with her?
Violet? Of course not. I only have eyes for you.
That's not what...
This again. I told you, I'm not seeing anyone else. I have gorgeous women in my studio all the time, but you're special. Not because you won't take off your clothes, I'm expecting that at some point. It's just, you're so clever and well educated. And the icing on the cake, you're the most beautiful woman I've ever met.
We'll do Jank, or... I don't know, did I? Go to my room, do this real quick.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
Dang, I wish I could remember. This is Violet. Nothing. That's... This is Zach. Not here. This is Chief.
Sensing the thing with Bronwyn went badly.
Why did you put me up to it?
I need all hands on deck. You're a hand. At least I thought you were.
Nothing happened.
Never mind. At least you tried.
Is there anything else?
No, you've done enough. I'll keep up my end of the bargain, make those speeding tickets go away, though technically, you'd have more points than a hedgehog if I kept them. And if I do catch you speeding in August again, Oscar, instant ban. Capiche?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Alright, let's see if I can then go to her then. Nope. Let's go to Rain then. Okay. So then we'll do... Go to my room. Do him real quick.
Hi, Hi.
And then we'll call it a
Hi,
night.
I'm Chief DuPont.
Once we move on to the next section. Yep. Do Rain. Nope. Hail a cab. Zach. Yep, alright. Yeah, I did this. So, we'll go to guest house. Go back to being Sam. And then leave. Hail a cab.
It's 8 o'clock and time for another August update. Police investigating the death of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw have said there's no evidence to connect her boyfriend to the murder. Chief DuPont's statement was delivered in response to speculation from local residents that it was a crime of passion. Miss Shaw's strangled body was found by her mother around 10 p.m. last night in what the chief is calling a puzzling crime.
I can't believe people are gossiping already, Poe.
It's always the person closest to the victim, isn't that what they say?
But that poor boy. A reminder also that due to the murder, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced soon. The weather's getting worse tonight with heavy rain forecast. So if you're heading out, you might want to take a jacket. Or a cab.
Or wear the jacket in the cab. That's 8 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Next chapter.
Sam, I've got news. We've done a reading.
The 5 of Swords. That's the same card as yesterday.
Let's hope it's not the Knight of Wands. This doesn't look good.
It's fine. This happens all the time. There are 78 cards in a deck. The same ones come up a lot.
I get it, but we drew the exact same cards yesterday. What are the odds of pulling all 3 again?
1 in 474,552. I know, I get asked a lot.
Bet it's a 10 of Swords.
It's happening again. There's going to be another murder. Then Lexi did her thing, and now we have a name. Alice Munro.
Alice Munro. Okay, let's back out, and thank you for watching, whoever did. This is actually pretty cool. Anyway, I'll see y'all tomorrow, hopefully. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.